Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on two of the NBA's marquee teams scoring off in this one. Richard, this is a game that's been on the radar for a long time.
Yeah, there's only a few regular season games that people actually look forward to, but this one, it gives us a good gauge of where the best teams are. A preview of how they could approach a potential playoff battle down the road.
Oh, well said. Yeah, a peek to what could be a matchup in the playoffs. Absolutely. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. LaMelo Ball is out there with Kevin Huerter. Then it's Turner. Then it's Green. And it's Zohan in at the 4 spot. Now here's Tatum. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Philadelphia. Stolen by Ball. Shoots over White. Ball no good. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. Back to Tatum. Off target from three-point range. Outside, Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And a little bit of showmanship from Ball on that slam, displaying some athletic ability.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Steps back and drains the jump shot.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
And this Celtics squad looking like the Celtics of old.
Yeah, always a tough squad when I was playing, and it's looking like that again. You got a great mix of young players and veterans, and don't be surprised if Boston is back on top very soon.
Very soon. The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got his second basket of the game.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Now here's Brown. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Fast break now for Charlotte. Huerter, no good. Austin's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
Ball kicks to Turner, and he makes that one.
And there's one aspect of the game LaMelo's not going to ignore, keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit.
Now here's White. Last time out he had 13 points. Tatum's shot is off.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Here's Huerter. There's Ball with the 3. And Horford pulls it down. Here's Brown. Williams trying to break free. And it's Brown that time on the assist by White.
And each year, it seems Brown keeps getting better at shooting the ball, especially from the mid-range.
Ball with the bucket.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now, you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The kick out to Brown. Lets it go from deep. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with it.
That gives them the lead.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And then for Charlotte, Griffin's checked in for Green. Sharp comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Jones subbed in for Ball. Turner, the bounce pass. The pass to Jones. In the corner, it's Griffin. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Austin's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Here's Cornette. Passes it to Nunn. Nice ball movement by Boston. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one drops for him.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
And it's Sochan missing. The Celtics have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Launches it. None can't get it to fall. Well, the Hornets shooting 45% from the floor since the game got underway. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. The Hornets shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. Boston trailing. Pass to Nunn. There's the pick. To the inside. Kornet. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here's Sharp. He averages a bit over 6 points a game, and it's in there. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Nunn. The pass to Kornet. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Miles Turner, and he's got his first free throw of the game.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
LeVert's checked in for Charlotte. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Nunn against Jones. Takes it inside. Nunn can't get it to fall.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Three-pointer, LeVert. No good on the last second attempt there. Tie game in Boston. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment.
Please give a big round of applause for your Celtics USA.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
Tatum and Williams up in the forward spots. White is out there with Brown, and it's Kornet in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Now here's Turner. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. A nice shot by LeVert.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And White kicks to Kornet. Tatum passes to Brown. Williams sets a screen for Brown. Outside Williams. Back to Brown. Just 4 to shoot. From past the arc. No good that time. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
And it really was a difficult game for them in that previous matchup. Fortunately, they were able to just knock down their free throws down the stretch.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you. White, good. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. Trailing by 2. And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the final.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. Boston making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. And it's Horford in for Williams. And the Hornets making a change here. On defense, Charlotte. And it's Brown missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Richard, you played before and after the emergence of social media. How does that affect, in your opinion, the players these days in that very uncharted world?
Well, it's a beautiful thing because players now understand that they are a brand. Social media has helped them build a brand, and so now you have the ability to connect with your fans in a positive way. And for me, that is a great thing for this league because the players are doing a great job with it.
But you'd probably agree you got to use it correctly and not stray to the dark side, right?
Yeah, no, stay away from the dark side.
Now, Ball. After the missed three from Derek White. And again, the Hornets missing. He dishes it to Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Now here's Turner. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Ball, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Tatum, no good.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Horford against Ball. Herter on the wing from downtown. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Herter's got his first 3 points of the game. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
And finished off by Horford.
Well-timed play there, and that's Horford at his finest. Smooth roll, aggressive finish.
Some changes for Boston. Stevens is checked in. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Derek White. Sharp's checked in for Charlotte. Jones comes in for Ball. Turner. He can't get it to go. Good D by Williams. For Boston, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Tatum dishes to Williams. Lays it up off the glass.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Charlotte has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Jones up top, defended by Nunn. Turner trying to free himself up on the basket by Jones. Jones has got the game tied up here for the Hornets. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Nunn can't get it to fall. Charlotte has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Outside Turner. This one for 3. Good on the three-point shot. And it's a 3-point Hornets lead.
And the uniqueness of Turner, an elite shot blocker who has deep range on that jumper.
Williams finds Nunn. Smart on the wing. He's defended by Herter. Just 5 to shoot. And it's sent back by Turner.
And I would not test Turner. And Miles has led the NBA in blocks and just has great timing on his jumps. Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Well, the Celtics shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Smart kicks to Tatum. Shot to stop the run, and it's sent back by Turner. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Williams, a screen on Jones. Here's none. Boston again missing. The 17-footer. That one, no good.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be...
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Charlotte.
They're scoring the ball with consistency. Good shot selection.
Okay, time to discuss the first half of this one. Specifically, which guys are leading the charge for their teams?
These two have been great.
And that'll do it for halftime.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Nice game. Great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
So with Griffin sitting on the bench, this is who Steve Clifford has out there. We've got Ball. He's out there with Kevin Huerter. Miles Turner out there with Green. And it's Sochan in at the power forwards position.
And the mid-range jumper's such an important shot for Turner. Rounds out his game and lets him do even more damage inside.
Brown the pass to Tatum. Now Brown. Passes to Horford. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Love to see Brown facilitate out of a pick and roll, and I'm sure his coach feels the same way.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston, and boy, was he a huge part of their final run.
Ball with the bucket.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Brown. Good. Nice job down low. Brown's got 9. Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but great. He shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim. And he helped define their interior defense.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Greg, we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. They're always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
Now Tatum, after Karis LeVert missed from long range. Horford has a wide open look. His three-pointer's off the mark.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
A nice shot by LeVert.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Tatum looking around. He kicks to Brown. Lets it go with the 3. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Tatum. LeVert inside the line. That shot, no good. Now the Celtics take it the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Dishes it to Green. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. And Griffin slams it in.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
White finds Williams. And here is Tatum. Brown outside. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's LeVert missing.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Brown dishes to White. And it's sent back by Turner. Pass to LeVert. Drives to the hoop. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And just so good at reading angles. When LeVert spots a lane to the rim, he is all over it.
Now White, taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Tatum kicks to Williams. Good work defensively by Turner. Charlotte leading by 14. Just his first attempt. Second chance shot. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Turner's got 10.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And some changes here for the Celtics. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Horford. Smart comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for White. And then for Charlotte, Sharp comes in for Josh Green. And Jones subbed in for Ball. Griffin passes to LeVert. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got his third assist on the night. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Hornets. Now, here's Nunn. Brown outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 12 points for him.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Pass to Nunn. Wants to get it to Smart and does. Over Sharp. Nice shot by Smart.
And for people who would like to see Smart take fewer threes, that mid-range J is a welcome sight.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. The Hornets, number 1. In 4th, the Celtics.
And here we've got 2 teams shooting the ball so well on the season, and neither one hesitates to pull the trigger. This is a great matchup.
Boston making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Outside, Smart. Six on the shot clock. Over Sharp. Offensive rebound. Cornett can't get it to go.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. So Sharp will go to the free throw line. It's on Robert Williams. Charlotte shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Celtics trail by 18. In the corner, Smart with it. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Griffin's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's LeVert into the lane. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 6 assists in the game. The tray. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Charlotte closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Marcus Smart is out there with Kendrick Nunn. Then it's Rob Williams. Then it's Tatum. And it's Cornett in at the 5, roaming the paint. Axes in the game for the Celtics. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believed in ourselves. What is going on right now?
Grant Williams is checked in for the Celtics. Horford comes in for Williams. Green is checked in for the Hornets. Ball, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
In the corner, Tatum with it. Good on the triple.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Sohan, the pass to Ball. Lets the three fly, and Herter gets it to go. And the Hornets lead by 18.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's White. Horford high post. The shot. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Charlotte leading by 18. Green finds Herter. Tatum drives in. And slam dunk by Tatum.
See, this is what makes him complete. Tatum doesn't settle. Puts the ball on the floor. Uses his length to finish.
Ball against White, takes the three, and that's good. LaMelo Ball for three.
His second triple of the half, well, look, that's 2 more than he had in the first, so things, I guess, are trending in the right direction.
Right side Tatum, takes a three. It's rebounded by Charlotte. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Here's White. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now a timeout called by Boston. One of the biggest changes in the NBA since I started broadcasting back in the early 80s, player movement, Richard. Guys switching teams all the time. Is that a good thing or a bad thing for the NBA?
I think for players, it's great because you have more mobility. You have a chance to change your environment and revitalize you. For the fans, I understand. Probably not so much because really they connect to these players, especially when you draft them or they're a part of an epic year or a championship. You just hate to see those players go. So there's 2 sides to it.
And I bet as a player, knowing you as I do, you probably enjoy the challenge of trying to reassert yourself, find out where you could best help your new team.
Yes, and you enjoy your new role. I've been in roles where I was expected to be a leading scorer. I've also been in a role where I was expected to mentor Kawhi Leonard, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Harrison Barnes. All those guys were drafted at my time in Golden State.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for Boston.
Taken 3rd overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
Tatum kicks to Horford. Outside, White. And here's Brown outside. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Once a weakness in Brown's arsenal, now he's a legitimate threat to burn you from deep.
Ball, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Richard, I know you've been to Africa. Your mom did a lot of great work there. How gratifying is it to see the investment that the NBA now is making over there?
Well, I look at how basketball changed my life and allowed me to accomplish so many great things. And the more people that have the opportunity to allow basketball to change their lives, you got Basketball Without Borders, you have academies in basketball, you now have the Basketball Africa League. It's great to see these opportunities extended to more people across the globe. That's why basketball is a global game.
And White kicks to Williams. Outside Tatum. Driving inside. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Now the pass to Sohan. Down low. Kept alive. Pass to Herter. Charlotte moving it around. 3-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 8th assist in the game. Boston's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Charlotte.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys will push their win column up to 55.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LaMelo Ball.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
Outside, Horford. Can they get it? Here's Williams. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Turner. And so the Hornets can now just hold on to the ball. Here's Ball. And the layup is good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
White looking around. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. See you later.